balance here. All right, cool. Let's talk about the update. Anyways, thank you for playing the Fire Emblem Heroes game. Here's an update for Fire Emblem Heroes development team. Celica, Queen of Valentia, is getting her refine, and Mila. Does Mila really need a refine? I already feel like she's good enough. Mila gonna start attacking things. Alright, Soul Zofia 2. This was not bad before. It was Desperation, X, and all follow-up. Let's see. Neutralize effects that guarantees foes fall attacks and prevents effects that prevent units fall attacks. Still not follow-up. Unit can make a fall attack before foe can counterattack. Well, they removed the Desperation portion, HP portion. Yeah, before you had to be in Desperation percentage, but now you just, if you initiate, you can make a fall attack before foe can counterattack. That's a good adjustment. You take the HP percentage and remove it. At start of combat, units shoot HP is 25% or above, but speed -5 on foe. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is huge. You know, if they just made it that they released the HP threshold for Desperation, I would have already been excited, but this is much more than that. Anyways, unit's HP is over 25%, speed -5 on foe, and reduces the percentage of foes non-special reduced by X% skills by 50%. That is huge. Speed -5 and damage reduction. That is huge. Just half reducing. So it's not a full reduction, but half reducing is still very nice to have. It guarantees, even with the best damage reductions in the game, you're doing damage still. Alright, C-skill. Attack speed bonus. That's fair. I wouldn't be asking for much. Do you guys think... Whoa, 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 whoa. You know what? She has attack speed oath, doesn't she? Wow. They chose not to go Oath 4. Oath 4 is so much better than Attack Speed Menace. That was intentional. They just didn't think it was worthwhile or good to give players access to Oath 4 via Celica, but she should have gotten it. It would have been a natural progression from Attack Speed Oath 3 to Oath 4. That's a missed opportunity, but I think they think it's too OP to give Celica Oath 4. Oath 4 is amazing. Oath 4 should be, in my opinion anyways, virtually on every mage that isn't already teleporting. So, alright, well, it's Menace. Should have been Oath 4, but it's Menace. Alright, let's read about Milla next. She got Dragon Ball. What do you guys think of this? Milla getting Dragon Ball? You guys still value Dragon Ball? I don't like this personally. I think... I know she's not a fighter, so Dragon Ball is the best skill in order to keep her alive. But it's not particularly useful for a character that's never going to really fight. It's just a way to keep her alive. What she had before was debuffing. Right? It was a sabotage, wasn't it, chat? I have Mila. I can just go check. But if I recall correctly, she's just debuffing her B-slot. Now it's going to be taken away to keep her alive. That isn't good enough in my opinion. I probably wouldn't even use Dragon Ball on her anyways. She never fights for me, so maybe with her refined, she's now can fight is the idea. But personally, I would still just predominantly use her as a support hero, and so I would just prefer her old B skill. Her new C skill, Milla's Turn Wheel 2. At start of turn, grants foe cannot make a follow-up attack to unit for 1 turn. Isolation and guard. Ooh. On foes in cardinal direction of defense over unit's defense for the next action. And still extra 1 turn. You know what? That's fair. They didn't have to do anything extra. It would have been nice if they did like stat debuffs as well, because they're going to take away the stat debuff in her B slot. But dropping on guard is a really important skill to have. And this gives her a usage even when there's nothing to isolate. Like some battles, you get rid of the refresher, and now Milla's doing next to nothing. But at least with Milla's Turn Wheel 2, dropping guard on them allows her to still influence a battle. This is really lackluster. I'm really looking forward to what her weapon is. Maybe it's now an Omni debuff in her weapon? That would explain why they would remove her B slot and give her Dragon Ball. But if it's make her offensive or more defensive, it's kind of goofy because she doesn't fight anyways, so... Yeah, she's always in the back line far away from combat. I'm not so sure about this, but we'll see, I guess. Celica and Milla, I think, are a bit lackluster in terms of new skills anyways. Their refines can be entirely different and bring them up to date. But yeah, 0-4 over Menace would have been nice. And Dragon Wall, we'll see why she has Dragon Wall. The Mill turn wheel too, I kind of wish it did more than just guard, but it's nice to have guard. Isolation is still broken, so like one of the best skills or best debuffs you can put on your enemy. Or debuff statuses. Anyways, Divine Code EP4 being released as well, beginning March 7th. Wait, what? What? This isn't the limited time ones. These are just new comment manuals, period. What? Isn't this early? I thought this was around... Is this around the time where they usually release new EPs? Okay, this is huge. We're already switching to the next EP. It's every March. I do remember it happens around winter time, because I always remember making like a video about these every single time and putting a Christmas tree up and saying Santa's coming. Okay, but sure, yeah. Maybe I just misremembered it. Okay, but the new Divine Codes, so this is much more important of a update than originally thought. The new Divine Codes, chat, are here. First path is 3 houses. Shez is a part of this path. Okay, so Bulwark is accessible. Brave Sothis. Brave Sothis is a part of this path. So that means attack speed of... Why am I forgetting this? For Cavs and Flyers, it's there. Monica is there as well. Dimitri's there. And if nothing else, Manuela just gives you Special Fighter. And I guess her sword, which is still not bad. Attack against Unity Sword. Awakening is Brave Crom. Wow. Lucina. You know what? These aren't bad at all. I mean, these are never bad, but that's impressive. Crom is not the best fodder, but it is his C slot's pretty good, but on support units. That's at minimum, that's a Brave Crom merge. I'm probably just gonna merge him because I don't really value, what is it, Infantry follow-up? All right, from Radiance and Heroes. What? They combine Heroes with Radiance. Okay, fair enough. This feels weird. Muscle is your final hero there. So Shion being there gives you Deadeye. Oh, wait, am I gonna do a Mia merge? That'd be interesting. Huh. You know, I'll talk about this in... Hey, chat. We just pulled for this hero today. I don't know how many of you guys were still here from the summoning session. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? I went through all that trouble to spark her. And she's just a manual now. I hate it here. This is the worst. Okay, with that said, hey, cool. At least, you know, Lynn's here. Yay. You know, Godlike Reflexes is nice. Wait a sec. That's so weird, chat. We have Ascended Heroes as manuals now. Joshua's not a particularly good manual, but I think these are more like merges. Yeah, like merger Joshua up, merger Adune up, and then use them is what I would say. But Adune is important because she does have Savior. They don't give you a Floret though. I wish you got the manual and got a Floret. That'd be awesome. Anyways, we'll talk about this in depth another time, but this is still really big. Ascended Marito, so Vital Astra is now very accessible. Wait a sec. Those two are on the Hero Fest banner. What a bait. And then, yeah, these are all really good heroes. We'll talk about it. And then Celica's here as well. Holy crud. That's probably a merge for me as well. Then, of course, Fjorm. So AR Far Save and Hardy Fighter are now available as well. That is huge. Ascendant Ishtar. So many Ascendant heroes here. Okay, we'll talk about this in depth another time, but here are all the heroes. Just going over it immediately, those are heroes that caught my eye, but of course every hero has a lot of valuable fodder, and we can talk about it in depth another time. But yeah, it's huge. This is a major update. Anyways, there'll be a normal 4 category added to the compile menu. Makes sense. And there are Ascended Hero comment manuals in the normal 4 as well, so please be sure to check it out. And note, if you don't compile comment manual for Ascended Hero that you haven't made your ally, you will not receive Ascended Florette. Yeah. Wouldn't it have been too generous if you pulled these Ascended Heroes? Sorry, you didn't pull Ascended Heroes anymore. You just got the manuals and not a Florette. I think that would made a lot of people really upset, so. Anyways, please note you'll still be able to do 1 through 3 of the normal comment manuals. Yeah, and you can still use your codes. All that remains to be the same. Yeah. Older code usage will be prioritized. Yep. And they show it off here. This is the same as before, chat. It's just now that we have normal 4. All right. In terms of limited time stuff. Okay. I don't know what to think. Fiora and Inigo are our golden manuals that are limited time. Is it me or is that lackluster? So, I think Inigo's okay. Because Rain's always nice to have. But Fiora, you would not want to use her because she's super out of date and you have better free-to-play options like Marsha, for example. I guess you don't have as high res, but I'm not really sure why you would want that res. And obviously, free-to-play options like Taya with the Refine are much better at IMO. Anyways, here's our base kit. Garlands Plus, Iceberg, Fury 3, Pegasus Flight 3. This is an immensely disappointing hero to get as a manual. I don't see the point of this whatsoever. I'm genuinely curious why they went this direction. I think this is a golden manual you can skip, which is rare. More importantly, though, it's Inigo. Inigo's still, I guess, usable, but more importantly, he's good fodder. G-Dual Flying 4, Attack Speed Rain, Rally Attack Speed Plus, and Springy Bow. But honestly, you're not going to care about the bow. Rally Attack Speed Plus, nice. G-Dual Flying 4, absolutely nice. And then Attack Speed Rain 3. This is the hero that actually matters. So absolutely pull Inigo. But yeah, I don't think Fiora matters whatsoever. Alright. Anyways, with all that said, the other heroes may be perhaps worth looking at. E for his sword, a Vulture Blade. Urk, if you are still making an Urk, but I don't really think that's worthwhile anymore. Lex, if you're still making a Lex, but I'm not sure if that's worthwhile anymore. Of course, get Mordecai, because he is your Tempest Trial hero. But yeah, Echidna for drive attack. It's not the worst bunch of heroes. But the Fiora is just disappointing. Yeah, absolutely grab Inigo. As for Refined. Oh boy. The Forsyth is fine getting his Refined. Let's see if he's going to become a broken armor hero, as virtually all armor heroes have become post-Refined. Forsyth is not bad. Let me show you guys mine. Here's Forsyth, Soul Lance, Res plus 3, and when unit deals damage to foe during combat, restores 10 HP to unit. This used to be so good back in the day. You have Bold Fighter, Soul Lance. He's very lackluster nowadays, but with his Refine, he might be useful again. He's one of the first heroes to get healing based on hit, and not like special or something like that, but just based on hit. Still not terrible fodder, I would suppose, but yeah, more importantly, if he becomes good and usable, that's big. So I'm looking forward to this Refine. As for the other heroes, Astram getting Refined. Astram used to be a really common free-to-play sword hero. He was our first 170 BST accessible sword hero, free-to-play sword hero to plus 10. He has a Grail hero, so this is so nostalgic. He does have Mercurius, which is a legendary weapon, and the Mercurius we had at the time of release wasn't bad, but now it's super out of date, so let's see how good he becomes now. As mentioned, Celica and Milla are getting refines per above, so we already knew that. And then we get to the Byleths. Creator Sword is finally getting refined. I don't know anyone who still uses these two, but slaying, null follow-up, null specials, it's so concise nowadays, but it's still such a good combo. If they give her, or him, a ton of extra stats, Byleth might be worth using again. It's actually almost guaranteed Byleth will be worth using again, which is silly because I think a lot of Byleths nowadays have been foddered. But yeah, a lot of plus 10 Byleths from back in the day will now be relevant once again. And then finally, we have new Foxkit Fang from Selkie, and I believe that's res damage reduction and res based damage. It's been a while since we've seen her, so looking forward to that. And nothing extra. Oh! Hey, if we never scroll down, what do you think Alphonse's summoner are doing in the high bushes? Sorry, it's late. My mind dirty. Anyways, apparently we're trying to steal an egg, not something else that's nefarious. Wow. Scrolling down this is just so funny to me. Alright, anyways, we're trying to steal an egg. Nothing else to it, I guess. Also, Bolt Tower is upgraded to level 10. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to upgrade that. That's amazing. And 2 new songs are being added. Concert Hall on Day Patrol Divine 1 from Fire Emblem Engage, and Coming Demise, Fire Emblem Fates. Well, I love the Fates soundtrack, and I love the Engage soundtrack. That's nice. I just don't remember songs by name, so I can't imagine them. Anyway, Summer Duels is being updated. Favorite level is now 2900. Yay. New captain skill, Headlong Rush. Are we getting extra movement on our captain? Or by allies? That's our turn. Yup. Okay, well, I gotta say this is interesting. With a Leer, it really opened the opportunity up for ridiculous things like this. At start of turns 2 through 5, Charge and Kanto gets granted to Captain for 1 turn. Why is this significant? You can all of a sudden have, like, if you made your Captain Formortis, for example, Formortis can now just run into the enemy heroes, get a kill, and then Kanto back 1 space. I think you get the most value if you use this on an Armor Hero. Because Armor Heroes only move 1 block, but now they're moving 3 blocks. And now they have Kanto. Like, I think this gets really interesting with certain heroes. And Formortis is a dual phase hero. That's the hero that first came to mind. Obviously, you can use this on a lot of other heroes. But it's kind of useless on, like, Cavs, for example. Flyers, Infantry, good users of it. But Armor is where you can make really interesting things happen. It's not a bad captain skill. I think this is quite interesting. It's so goofy to me that this is a thing. Oh, Headlong Rush is a Pokemon move? Are you for real? I'm gonna look that up, actually. For doubt, Casey would troll me. Headlong Rush is a damage-dealing ground-type move introduced in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Maybe that's why I didn't recognize it. So yeah, relatively new game. They literally took a Pokemon move and put it in Fae. That is really something. In Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Charizard's forward smash is also known as Headlong Rush. It's also in Smash. So Charizard cannot learn the move in core games. This decision has existed since prior to Headlong Rush's introduction as a move to core games. Oh, I see. The Headlong Rush first originated from Smash, and then it became a Pokemon thing. Okay. That is super weird. Cool. Or you know. Alright, anyways, we'll continue forward. Additional heroes will be available: Heroic Girls, Soren, and more importantly, Lumera. Oh, I'm gonna make a plus 10 Lumera. Looking forward to this. Anyways, we hope you continue to enjoy playing Fire Emblem Heroes. Hey chat, what do you think of our new update? This is a huge update. Holy crud. Celica and Milla, I think they have okay skill updates. They're refined is what's really about. That's not bad. But this, Normal Path 4 is officially coming out. Huge value in this. We'll break it down in a separate video. It'll just take too long in this one. But this is huge. Saber skills up the wazoo, multiple of them. Ascended heroes are now officially manuals that you can receive. Brave heroes are here, of course. Top tier moves like Deadeye, Vital Astra, Godlike Reflexes now available. And yeah, like, and even Hardy Fighter is here. So there's a lot to talk about here later on, but huge manual update. In terms of our free EPs, to sum it up, not so important, but hey, Inigo is really nice. So grab Inigo at least. The Refines are looking forward to, especially because of Byleths, Forsyth, Astram, and Selkie. I would say Forsyth is the most interesting one there for me, because he might be a very good savior hero. He'll guaranteed have healing, right? And a savior hero that heals with good stat spread, that's already annoying enough. So I'm looking forward to seeing how good he will be. And Astram, the free-to-play hero that a lot of people made +10. The free-to-play hero, because he's an actual hero class, that would be huge. Alphonse and the Summoner get it on in the bushes, or the egg. That'll be interesting. Bolt Tower upgrade, Headlong Rush as a captain skill. You know what? I like everything in this update. This is huge. And yes, the biggest thing, Lumera available. Yeah, let me know what you guys are interested in, excited about. But that is it for update in March.